Now, as we opened ARIA, the National Drug Authority had arrested at least 7 medical drug operators for lacking licenses. The authority has also closed 14 drug shops that were operating illegally. Now, to share with us this and more, we have the National Drug Authority spokesperson, Abiaz Ramwiri, welcoming him this afternoon. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, Andrew, and the viewers of NTV at 1.
Well, for starters, I want to understand, talk to us about the problem of unlicensed people operating the drug shops. How big is the problem, for starters?
The problem of unlicensed or non-complying drug outlets remains a challenge, and that's why, as National Drug Authority, we exist. It's like any crime. You know, you will have police, you will have courts of law, because there will be that person who wants to break the law for personal gains. But you know, the biggest challenge is that when you're trying to break drug-related regulation, you are risking the lives of Ugandans, and as National Drug Authority, that's why we working day and night to make sure that we make sure that those who are working in the drug business comply, but also that the product that is being sold is of good quality.
That makes sense. Was the operation a one-day off? Was it, or has it been the entire week? And if so, how intensive was it?
This specific operation that ended today has been a 3-week operation. It's a unique in nature, targeting Kampala district. It was a targeted operation, meaning we were not combing every drug outlet as we usually do. This was driven by our intelligence and surveillance. So we've known the people who have, you know, the outlets that have not been complying. Most of them we've actually been engaging them, and it reached a point where we realized that they were not going to comply, and we decided to go in, and as he reported, we were actually arresting, closing, and impounding. We closed 14 pharmacies. We've arrested some of the culprits. Interestingly, some of the culprits, you know, are young people who are in vacation, meaning someone opened up a pharmacy or a drug shop, left it to their children who are in vacation to run it.
Operate it.
As National Drug Authority, we are not only looking at is this pharmacy or drug outlet licensed, but it should also be manned or
by a pharmacist,
by a
qualified person.
A qualified person. The drugs that are in should be of good quality, stored well, but also should have been registered by National Drug Authority. There is one press, two you know, presses, that one stationary that we found selling not just drugs, but some of them expired. That's how, you know, heartless some people have gone. And as National Drug Authority, we want to assure Ugandans that we will keep on ground, using also our intelligence sister agencies to make sure that we protect Ugandans.
Now, what is the next step, Abiaz, here? After you've arrested them, do you trust the laws in this country? Are they going to be prosecuted, those ones who are arrested in all this?
All that were arrested were handed over to Uganda Police, but also we have a legal team that follows these cases as National Drug Authority. We still have challenges within the law, which we've put to the Parliament, because we still have lenient laws where you found risking a big population, and you know, when you plead guilty, you are sentenced to either 1 year or you pay a very minimal charge of about 6 million. So people find it worth risking. But we have presented this to Parliament, and there is a law that is in the pipeline to make it a high risky business to try to venture into an illegal drug business.
My final question to you then, how do I get to know that the drug shop I'm buying or a pharmacy I'm procuring the drugs from is illegal?
One, actually, the first thing of what happens, some of the drugs that we impounded that we fear are not worthy are going to be destroyed. Those that had smaller issues of registration, of having an absentee qualified person, if the operators come to us and are able to rectify some of those issues, their drugs are safe restored, they will be handed over. Now, how do I know as an ordinary person that this drug shop is licensed? We demand that when we license you, you must display that
your
big certificate at your drug outlet. And as a Ugandan, you have a right to ask a pharmacist or anyone running
where
a
is
drug
your
outlet,
certificate?
where is your certificate? But also, as Ugandan, as National Drug Authority, we are not leaving it to Ugandans.
Yeah.
That's why we do all these operations. We want to make sure that we get rid of non-compliance.
Well, there you go. That is Mr. Abias, the spokesperson from the National Drug Authority. Be conscious on the road, or be conscious when you're buying the drugs you buy.